What do you think, Eddie? Good morning, everybody. Here we are, March 5th, and it is snowing pretty hard. Pretty heavy snow here today. It's looking like an all-around pretty crappy next few days in the forecast here. Eddie doesn't like the snow too much. Gonna pee on my wood, Eddie? That's all right, go ahead. I gotta say, this does make for nice beardsicles. All right, Eddie's ready to go in. We'll get him inside, grab the keys, start the wife's car for her, and eventually make it out to the shop. By the way, guys, if you follow this channel, I made this clusterfuck of a system here to keep the ice from forming here, and it's been working well. You can see we got a full can here. That was from overnight. I thought for sure it would overflow, but I just dumped that out in the weeds and start over. A lot of water in here. Just tip her over. I got it propped up there, thinking that if it does fill up, it'll just overflow that way. Better start the car. I tore out some carpet about a week and a half ago. Haven't moved it to my junk pile yet. The little big rig here is getting a little TLC in the next couple days. Chris and I have been also doing a little bit of work on it. I should probably have a better spot for my table saw. But if you look in the shop here, it is a mess. And I probably won't get to cleaning it until spring. Yes, my shop is trashed, guys. Definitely needs a clean job. Everybody say hi to Gibson. What's up, Gibson? Hope all is good this morning. Also say hi to Rocket, everybody. And of course, I can't find my tripod. Hopefully it's in the house. But I wanted to show you guys a project I'm working on. We got Ryobi. We got Milwaukee. I gotta say, guys, I was always one to stand up for Ryobi. Over the years, I probably had 4 or 5 of these Ryobi drills. Never had any problems until this latest version. And you wanna know why that is? Because everything is junk. That's why. This Milwaukee, it's been pretty good. Not too many complaints with this, except maybe the battery life. So I ended up buying more batteries for this thing. But now I'm thinking of maybe buying another one of these. Then plus I can get another battery or two. Because this thing, every time I use it, the bit doesn't stay in there. It slips. And this thing's going to injure me if I keep using it, I think. But back to the project at hand here. I am building a box for the back of our van. Even another bigger mess, guys. My lean-to. Anyway, look at this big old metal box. This is a metal box with a drawer on it. And that actually came with the van when I bought it. I believe it was an electrical contractor van. So we used it. But the thing is so freaking heavy, we decided to take it out and replace it. Kind of show you where it's going. Just going right there in that spot. Fits in between here. There'll be a drawer in it. So this is it. I just made it out of mostly 1/2-inch plywood. I put some legs on it to keep it up off of the floor a little bit. We do have a drawer in progress here. Again, it's nothing fancy. It's just a box sliding into another box. If you see this here below the box, I lined the bottom of the box with like a sheet of that shower board. That stuff is generally pretty slippery, and I had some laying outside. I thought maybe the drawer would just slide pretty good on that. So far it seems to be working okay. The thing that can get you in trouble, this is wood, and wood does get bigger and smaller. But that's the good thing about using plywood. It usually moves a little bit less than like a solid board would. So just because it moves good now and it works like it should, you know, if it gets a little more humid, hopefully it doesn't get too sticky. That would kind of suck out on the road. But for this particular version, I only screwed it. I did not glue it. Otherwise you have a hard time taking it apart if you want to readjust things later. Which is what happened here with my first drawer I was making. You can see the glue marks on there. I was trying to make it a little more lightweight. I used this Luan stuff. In the end, I bailed mission on that project and started over. My first step for today is I am going to make a drawer front for this. I have one nice 2x4 piece of plywood left. However, I don't know if I want to waste that on the door front. I might have some 3/4 inch plywood. That stuff's a bit heavier, but it might have to work. So basically for the door front, I added in these pieces so it would be stronger, something more solid. So when we're pulling on it, it's a bit sturdier. Basically, I want the front to cover all the edges here, all the way around. Give it a nice look. Picked up this handle. I'll probably just screw this onto the front and use this. I literally got wood coming out of my ass. But you think I could find a nice straight piece for my drawer front? It was almost impossible. Look, we got wood there, we got wood there, we got wood here, we got wood there, wood over there, wood over here, wood over there, wood here, wood there, wood there, wood there. A lean-to outside full of wood, which is where I eventually found this piece. And this is gonna be the drawer front. It's gonna be basically like that with the handle on it. So I have to mount this right here. First, I'm gonna take the sander to this and clean it up a little bit. Okay, we got the drawer front screwed on here. I am going to mount this handle. Voila! And just to make this a bit stronger, I put a front piece there. So it gave it something for the screws to tie into. Give it a little extra strength. I'm just kind of debating if I want to give it a quick sand, clean it up a little bit, maybe throw on a quick coat of black paint. On my old drawer system, I had this little piece here made. It actually sat on the inside of the box and it made like a little work table out of the back of the van. So this particular piece doesn't work for this box, but I think I might make something like that here. So we do have a little work table if needed. But before that, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna go inside, break my fast for today, and eat a little bit of brunch is what I like to call it. So we will put this drawer on hold for a little bit. Otherwise, it's coming together pretty good. But what I really need to be doing out here is making some art, because I am falling behind on that. I wanted to keep some pieces cranking out as I want to build up my inventory, as I'm trying to push the art business a bit more, but I need more product before I can do that. So I was hoping to have this done and start an art project today. I'm not sure if we'll get that far because I'm going to sand this, maybe paint it, but we'll see what happens. And also, now that I'm thinking, usually we have some kind of leftover meat product in the fridge, but I can't think of anything that we have right now. I know we got some eggs in there, so I might have to quick run to town and grab myself some protein. Still snowing pretty good. It's a very warm snow, so it's probably not going to accumulate too much. Once it hits the ground, it kind of turns into slush, but it is a white slush, as you can see. Sure, it looks nice, but getting into March and April, it's a pain in the ass. Yes, there's not much protein in the fridge. We got some eggs, got a little salami and provolone, but that's about it. Bit of cheese. I could make that work if I had to, but I think I'm gonna go grab something in town. And Eddie's just gonna have to wait till I get back. Look at that nastiness. We just got inches and inches of slush and water in here. This is one of the worst parts about this house. This whole back end of the driveway gets covered in water. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do with that unless I spent many, many thousands of dollars. And that's not gonna happen, guys. This is an essential tool up here in the polar vortex. It is lovely out. Beautiful day. Yes, I am doing this with my left hand as I hold the camera, folks, because I am dedicated. Look at all this nastiness. I gotta be careful because my boots are only waterproof on that rubber section, as I found that out last week when I was walking through this puddle. Golly, what a mess, guys. Jeez. I don't know if it's worth going to get meat. Maybe I should stick to cheese and eggs. Eesh. Alright, I gotta go to the other side here. I did pull the car up quite a ways yesterday, as I did know something like this would probably happen. Of course, the car's locked. Unlocked, buddy. Still freaking locked. Come on. One more. Come on. What is going on here? Jeez. I know. Fantastic cinema I'm making here, guys. Alright. Let's see if we can get out of here. I'm getting soaked. Wow. That is a mess. Whew. Unbelievable, guys. I do believe they canceled the local schools here today, from what I thought I heard this morning. We just gotta hang on for, I don't know, it looks like 4 or 5 days and looks like we might be getting some mid-50s, maybe pushing up to 60. I haven't seen the updated forecast today yet, but a couple days ago they were showing like 61 for a high, but it looks like it came down a bit. And Chris and I were hanging on. We're gonna sneak out of here in a little bit, go search for some warmer temperatures. I mentioned something about the van getting some TLC. Chris and I have been working on that. We're actually taking it to a shop. It's got to get, a decent amount of work. Dropping like $1,600 on the van, and then I'm dropping about $1,000 on new tires. But we haven't spent much money on that thing since we owned it, so we thought we'd put some investment in that thing. Hopefully it lasts us for a while. Then again, sometimes I'm toying with the idea, putting it on the market with the build, see if there's any interest in it, and maybe just buying another one and building another one. But with the amount of projects I got going on, there's just not enough time in this lifetime to do all the things I want to do, unfortunately. Check out foggy Montello here. The beautiful water tower hanging behind the clouds. I don't know if you guys be able to see this. There's a rig here, it says only in Wisconsin. That is New Glarus beer. They make a beer called Spotted Cow. It is only available here in Wisconsin. Man, after being out in that stuff, kind of just makes you want to hide out inside all day. For dinner, not sure exactly what this is going to be, but we have chicken thighs and ground beef. But for brunch, you guys saw the sausages, got some eggs, a little bit of some kind of sort of Swiss cheese of some sort, and some Louisiana hot sauce. And Eddie will wait patiently because he knows he'll get a few little snacks. Yeah, I'm probably going to hit a workout before we go back in the shop. Otherwise, I'm not sure when I'll get it in. And it's always good to get some movement in after you finish eating. That can keep your insulin spiked down a little bit. And then when I'm done with that, we'll get back out in the shop, finish that damn drawer off. Hey guys, meet Thrax. Brunch is done. Workout is done. Time to get back out here and get some work done. And of course, still snowing, guys. It's a slushy mess out here. So I mounted some strips in here, slightly below the top of the drawer there. And the point is to drop this in. It'll sit right in there. And that'll be like a working tabletop if you need it. I went outside to cut it on the table saw. The table saw is covered in about 2 inches of slush. And all the ground around it is covered in inches of slush. So I think we'll cut this at a later date. I don't want to open up the table saw outside. It's got a metal top. If it gets wet, it always gets rusty and I got to clean it off. But this gives you an idea. And then when this is cut, it'll just drop in here. I do also have this piece of Luan. Very lightweight material. Nice and smooth. That will go on the top of this. I think anyway, that's the plan. And that'll be kind of the top, a nice smooth finish. You can slide stuff easily in and out on top of this thing. And then I think I might just paint this, I don't know, black. I got some gray as well, I'm not sure. But I think before I paint it, I might hit it quickly with the sander. Nothing too crazy, just smooth out some of the rougher edges. I don't necessarily love sanding in the shop, then you get dust all over everything. Now you can see the whole inside of the box. I got the shower stuff there. The best way to attach this was with screws. I didn't trust just putting adhesive on, so I screwed it, and them stick out a little bit. So of course you don't want your drawer sliding on the screws. So what we did with the drawer is we just rose the bottom up, and we left the two edges stick down a little bit. That way the drawer misses these screws, and it also only has 2 points to slide on instead of a whole flat drawer. So this is it, guys. Got some black paint on it. This will get mounted up here. Got the handle. Drawer's working pretty good. Hopefully it works good when it's filled. I feel it could open a little smoother as is being empty, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. And that's probably gonna be it for the day, guys. And if you guys made it this far into the video, watch me build this box, watch me run around in the snow, what the heck is wrong with you guys? But as always, it is appreciated. Hopefully, I'm out here tomorrow actually making some artwork. So till next time, Rocket will say goodbye.